Welcome to another edition of Dizzarian Plays MMOs. Today I am in Elder Scrolls Online and I'm on my level 7 Warden. We're going to pick up right where we left off. We're helping the Lord Vivec, the God King Vivec, on his problem. So we need to go, I'm in Vivec City, so I'm going to go out and actually go to his castle, or his castle is whatever this is. It's a big temple thingy. Temple. I got it right. All right. And we're going to talk to him. All right. So we've made it inside of
My
this
lord,
sanctuary here.
please, let me send for aid. Perhaps one of the healers can help you.
Pain is best tolerated in private, as I have written in the 37th ballad.
There must be something I can do.
You can call the Archcanon. He should hear the news our friend brings us.
Does he mean me? All right. Let's see what he has to say.
The river drains into the sea, as my divinity flows out of me. Needs some work. As you can see, I continue to lose energy, and it has made me somewhat agitated. Have you made any progress toward discovering the source of my discomfort?
I think that an Ashlander named Chodala might be responsible for your condition.
An Ashlander?
Oh, right. They're
Seems
using a
unlikely,
power to
but
try
I
to become a
trust your
king
instincts.
themselves, a god themselves.
We need to find out more about this Chodala and the ancient
Chodala.
enemy that aids him. Take this. Another token of my appreciation. And look, here comes the Archcanon now.
Oh, got some nice boots. All right.
My lord, the Outlander may have actually discovered something.
Is there somebody else coming? Nope.
After further examination of the documents you brought back, I have to agree with your assessment. The Ashlander Chodala has somehow siphoned divine energy away from Lord Vivec.
So you know how to restore Lord Vivec's power.
Not exactly.
Well, what good are you?
But now that we know that the affliction isn't natural, we can work toward a solution, one that probably involves Chodala's staff. How the Ashlander got his hands on Sothasil's tool and turned it into a weapon is beyond me, though.
You want me to acquire the staffs called Shannara?
Eventually, but we need to be cautious. If Chodala is as respected as you say, attacking him would start a war we can't afford to
I
partake
thought it
in.
was a girl.
Go to Aldrin and talk to his sister, Saren. I don't trust her either, but she worked with you before.
Yeah. All right, I'll go talk to Saren.
Get to Aldrin and locate Saren. She needs to tell us more about Chodala and then help us acquire his staff. Without it, we can't restore Vivec. Meanwhile, I need to placate the populace. The people grow concerned over Vivec's continuing isolation.
What's happening, Vivec?
Didn't we cover this?
No.
Let me refresh your memory. Lord Vivec suffers stoically as his divine energy drains away. Neither my administrations nor his defenses have been sufficient to plug the hole. So we've isolated him to keep panic.
Oh, yes, all that. All right, so we're going to say goodbye, and we're going to be going... I think she was up in this area. Yeah, right here. Yeah. So we're going to be going to this Waystone, so pause it here and be right back. So I've landed at the Wayshire. It's just a little ways over here to her camp. All right, so we've made it here to... Oops. Oh, I meant to get off my horse.
Outlander, quickly! This way! I've been thinking about my brother's claim that he's the Nevenarine since we last spoke. No matter how I try, the word tastes false on my tongue. And now I fear he's about to convince the wise woman that his quest for power will benefit the tribes.
What can I do to help?
My brother is respected and revered. He has allies in all of the tribes, not to mention his personal Red Exiles. We have to proceed with caution. Respect the Ashlander customs and traditions. Anything else will lead to violence and bloodshed.
So what do we do?
We talked to my brother. Tried to convince him this isn't the way. Barring that, we make sure the wise woman doesn't get drawn into his madness. Whatever Chodala says or does, don't attack him. We don't need a war between the houses and the Ashlanders.
All right, I'll follow your lead. Oh, she's just right here inside the hut.
The wise woman. I was hoping she'd be here.
You're too late, dear sister. Despite your protestations, the wise woman has gone to the cave of the incarnate to confirm my claim.
Brother, do you really want to pursue this dangerous course?
There was a time when you gave me your unconditional support, Saren. I miss those days.
Jerk.
My brother Chodala's about to do something foolish and dangerous. But by dusk and dawn, Azura put you and I on the same path for a purpose. I just hope we have enough time.
What is he gonna do?
He's about to claim the title of the Nevenarine and try to unite the Ashlander tribes gathered here. He already convinced the Red Exiles to support him. He's using them to intimidate the other tribes. If he persuaded the Wise Woman to his cause...
What wise woman?
Wise Woman Dovrasi, the most respected counselor and spirit guide this side of Red Mountain. She went to the Cavern of the Incarnate to meditate on Chodala's claim. If she confirms my brother's assertion, the tribes will follow wherever he leads.
So we need to talk to her.
Agreed, but I dare not leave Chodala alone with the tribes. I feel the hand of Azura in all this. Go to the Cavern of the Incarnate and talk to the Wise Woman. I'll stay here and try to keep things under control until you return.
Alright, then I'll head to the Cavern of the Incarnate.
The cavern's to the northeast of Aldrin, on the other side of the mountain. Hopefully, the rumbling and lava won't slow you down too much. Get to the cavern and talk to the Wise Woman. If she accepts Chodala's claim about the Nevenarine...
Alright, what's this cavern?
My brother isn't the first to believe he's Nerevar returned. All of the previous failed incarnates rest within the cavern.
Oh.
A statue of Azura watches over them as they await the arrival of the true Nevenarine.
Aha, okay, so we're going to go find this cavern, which, let's take a look on the map where we're going. Holy cow, it's way over there. So we're going to be trucking it a little ways, because, well, I do have that one, but I don't have enough money because I'm on a new character, and they just don't get that much money, it appears. So, yeah, I'm going to be trucking it over there or trying to find a Silt Strider to here, because I know there's a Silt Strider that goes to this location. Alright, with a little heartache, I have finally made it. And I'm greeted into trouble here. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Oh no. Alright, well that was wrong. Man, I guess I gotta go back to a Wayshire, which is gonna be... I need to do that run again. Oh boy. Oh no, there's one actually relatively close. Good, good. Alright, that time I was able to do it with the help of a person that was also here. Alright, so we're going inside now.
Be another way.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna...
Of course not. I'll do as you ask.
Oh, the statue,
Come
isn't that
here,
cool?
Outlander. We must talk.
Very neat. In fact, let's take a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot. Yeah, no, didn't work.
It
Anyway.
feels strange to talk to an Outlander in such a sacred place, but the Queen of the Night Sky insists. I need to render judgment on an important claim, and she says you can help me reach the correct decision.
This is about Chodala and the Nevenarine, right?
Words of truth from the mouth of an Outlander. Remarkable. The Red Exiles and a few others believe that Chodala is the Nevenarine. He's convinced them,
right.
but not me. I came here to consider my options. I fear a bloodbath if I oppose his claim.
Isn't there a way to prove he is not the Nevenarine?
Perhaps, but I must remain impartial. If someone else reveals the flaws in Chodala's claims by comparing him to the failed incarnates, that might do the trick.
You mean the ones in the cave?
We thought the incarnates were possessed by the spirit of Nerevar, but each had a critical flaw that made them destined to fail to fulfill the prophecy. Their spirits reside here. Yes, you should speak to the incarnates. I see Azura's wisdom now.
How do I talk to the spirits of the incarnates?
Take this pouch of blessed grave dust. Sprinkle a pinch upon the bones of the incarnates to call forth their spirits.
Ah.
Return to Aldrin after you have learned all you can. Perhaps we can curb Chodala's ambitions before they lead us to war.
I doubt it, but okay. Alright, so she wants me to
defeat Chodala, Outlander.
commune with these other
Listen
dead
well to
people
what the
around
failed
here.
incarnates have.
Okay, so like here's one here. Let's see what he has to say as we commune with him, if I can. No. Earn. Incarnate. There we go. Incarnate.
Once I was the
Aduri.
hope of my people, but then my claim was proven false. Now I wait, and I hope for the Nevenarine's return. State your question, Outlander, and I shall do as Azura urges.
Why did they decide you weren't the Nevenarine?
To fulfill the prophecy, I followed a path of blood and war. In the end, my path became a road that led nowhere, and I was cast down from my lofty spot. Take my scroll, and help the wise woman understand the futility of a senseless war.
Okay, so that person failed because they were war hungry.
The Nevenarine remains a promise unfulfilled, and I am as guilty of prideful posturing as every other failed incarnate that occupies this hall. Ask your question and let's be done with this, Outlander.
What ended your quest to become the Nevenarine?
The Nevenarine must listen as well as proclaim. I refused to accept wise counsel, which led to the doom of my tribe and the end of my quest to embody the spirit of Nerevar. I take my scroll and remind the wise woman that wisdom ignored is ignorance.
We got one more over here. Alright, what's your deal?
We are the failed incarnates. The Ashlanders who proudly proclaimed themselves to be the Nevenarine, but were found wanting. The Lady of Dawn and Dusk urged us to cooperate. So ask your question, Outlander.
What flaw made you fail to fulfill the prophecy?
Take my scroll, and help the wise woman see the lie of unbridled power. I thought myself the reborn Nerevar, for I was the strongest, most powerful warrior in all the land. But power alone won't save my people. In the end, it couldn't even save me.
Mortal, let us speak.
Oh, are we going to speak to the statue now? The statue of Azura. That's cool.
I foresaw
Oh, look
your
at that.
usefulness before you even set foot in Vardenfell. Now comes a test that will challenge your ability to separate truth from lies. You must convince the tribes that Chodala is not the Nevenarine.
I commune with the incarnates, just as the wise woman commanded.
Doversee's wisdom outshines most other mortals. She recognizes the futility of Chodala's claim. If she rebuffs him, however, the tribes will turn on each other, and blood will flow. The staff, Sunra, it makes Chodala confident, reckless.
The staff is the source of Chodala's power?
Your instincts served you well. Chodala's path took a dark turn. However, my sight clouds when I look too closely. Sothasil built Sunra, but he did not create it with this vile purpose in mind. You must act on my behalf, and Vivec's.
Alright, I'll do what you ask.
Then go. Return to Aldrune and help the wise woman reveal the falsehood of Chodala's claim. And let Saren assist you. She is my champion and a trusted friend of all Ashlanders.
But how do I prove he isn't the Nevenarine?
Use what the Incarnate shared with you. Their failures point the way toward Chodala's downfall. But beware Chodala's power. He may not be the Nevenarine, but some greater agency has lent strength to his conviction.
Why don't you just simply reveal the truth?
Due to an ancient pact, I am not permitted to interfere in the affairs of Nirn. Even this casual discussion pushes the boundaries of that agreement. Instead, I must work through trusted agents, such as yourself and Saren.
Alright, I got one more question. Why are you helping Vivec? I thought you and the Tribunal were enemies.
Helping that arrogant imposter? Whatever gave you the idea that I was helping that murderer? Vardenfell must stand. Everything I do in this regard serves that single goal. Best that you remember that.
Man, she is not a fan of Vivec's. Okay. So we're gonna go and talk to Saren and see what we can do for him, and we can convince him. Alright, here she is, so we're gonna take a look there.
The wise woman returned from the cavern of the Incarnate and went right into Skard to meet with the tribes. Chodala's in there too, about to be named the Nevenarine. Tell me you came back with something to stop my brother's rise to power.
I spoke with some of the Incarnates and they gave me these scrolls.
Of course. Use the tales of the failed Incarnates to counter Chodala's arguments. That's brilliant. Well, except for one problem.
Yes.
An Outlander has no status in the Council. The Ashlanders won't listen to a word you say. Someone else has to present the arguments. Someone they trust. I suppose that means I have to challenge my brother.
Mm-hmm.
With your help, of course.
Alright, how can I help you if I can't talk during the council?
You spoke to the Incarnates, not me. I'm familiar with their stories, but I'll need you to help me choose the appropriate argument to counter each of Chodala's claims. I hate opposing my brother in this. I just don't see another way.
Okay, so we're gonna have to time this. There's this kind of a timing thing. So I'm looking for a pen. So I should use, since they're named, I remember each one what they were doing, but I don't remember who they belong to. So let me write some things down. Okay, so I got them all written down, what each one is, and I'm ready to, we're ready to convince him. Alright, that took a little bit to load, but look at this area, it's really cool. Again, a new area that's not been seen before.
It's obvious that I'm the
Someone there
Nevenarine.
stepped forward to challenge your claim,
Saren,
Chodala.
I'm disappointed in you, dear sister.
Enough. I shall hear your arguments and render my decision.
Even the Outlander can see that I'm the most powerful Ashkan. My strength alone proves that I am the Nevenarine.
Chodala puts forth his great strength as proof of his claim. Give me the scroll that discounts such a trait for the Nevenarine.
Try the Ranzo scroll.
Yes, that's a sound argument. Incarnate, appear!
As a warrior and as an Ashkan,
This is
I
kind of
was
cool.
the most powerful of my age. But for all my strength, I failed my people. Don't fall.
The faithless houses dare to threaten our land, but we shall meet them in battle, and I will lead us to victory.
Yeah, that's the war one, which
This
is
is more nerve-wracking
Adaria.
than I anticipated. Which scroll do you recommend to counter this argument?
Incarnate Aduri's scroll is the best to counter this argument.
That makes sense. I'll try that. Incarnate, appear!
I thought the path to the Nevenarine was a path of blood and battle, but my love of war was my undoing. War
These
is
failed
not
incarnates
the way.
prove nothing. I need no counsel but my own, as befits my status as the Nevenarine.
Alright, time to use that final scroll.
I think it's working.
Yep.
One more strong assertion, and that should do it. Of course. Let's see what happens.
Well, of course.
Incarnate, appear!
I refuse to accept the counsel of the wise women and the Ashkans. I thought I knew best, but I knew nothing. That is not the way of the Nevenarine.
That's right. Now what do you got to say, man?
Seren and the Outlander, their arguments have merit. Chodala, we deny your claim.
Oh man, that's gonna piss him off.
Look how the staff protects me! I am the Nevenarine! Red
Brother,
Exiles, slay
no.
the unbelievers!
Oh man, now we gotta defeat the Red Exiles. That's not good. Especially since I failed so horribly the last time I had to fight these guys, one of these guys. Put some healing down. Yeah, yeah. Now what? Oh man.
To the side!
Gotta block. Gotta remember to block and stuff. I forget. Yeah. I'm doing it. Alright, just gotta get back my... before I attack more of them. Oh, man. Oh, that's a... Not good. Not good. And I'm running out of mana so fast. Oh, I gotta block. Oh my gosh. I'm always so bad at this. Alright, so I'm finally wrapping this up. I moved around some spells and morphed my the one that sends the dragon spell into where it uses stamina instead of mana, which gives me a lot more room to play with things. So that was really cool. I think that made a big difference. And also just avoiding her spells, because I'm an idiot like that. And let's move on out and follow Seren outside.
Come.
Alright, everybody's freaking out. What the heck?
I would have words with you.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
Chodala has been revealed as a failed Nevenarine.
Oh my
but
gosh.
That hasn't dissuaded him from his reckless course of action. As long as he wields the staff, he shall be unstoppable.
So what should we do?
Time is against you, mortal. Even now, Vivec, that pompous usurper, grows increasingly weaker. As much as I deplore him, Vivec cannot fall to Chodala's vile magic. There's another power at work here. One I can't quite put my finger on.
There must be something I can do.
Return to Vivec City. Do what you can to aid Vivec, and pay heed to my faithful vessel, Seren. I name her Champion of the Moon and Star. She will play a pivotal role in ending her brother's march toward godhood, if she survives.
Alright, I'll return to Vivec.
That
Wow.
was exhilarating.
Yeah, you like that, huh? She's a little blissed out, isn't she? Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up here, and we'll continue on. If you're on my stream and watching this live, then we'll continue on just here shortly. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and leave any comments you may have. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. If you're subscribed, you can get notification when I do go live with streams and recording these. And also, you can hit it to where you get notification when I put out a new video, and I try to put out an MMO video every single day of the week, so you definitely want to make sure you're subscribed so you can get notification of that. So, till next time, bye.